This the year of the Rico. Right now, if your name is Rico, this not even a good time to even have a name named Rico. Big U done got the Rico. Everything is coming out. Big U in jail. Luce Cannon in jail. Bricc baby in jail. Adam 22 got locked up today. He's home. Wack, who knows? But they saying, and this is what they saying, why Big U unalive Nipsey Hussle best friend Fats? Now, if you a Nipsey Hussle fan, I need you to write rest in peace in the comments. And I like a good conspiracy. And, you know, I like a good conspiracy that makes sense. So I want to see what they talking about with this. Now, before we get into it, though, why you ain't subscribing at the top bell if you like the vibe over here? If this your first time here, good. Watch the video, see if you like the vibe. If you've been here before, take your ass to that channel and press subscribing at the top bell. I'm waiting. Now that we got the weirdos out the way, let's get into the video, man. All right, let's get right into this and see what we got.
R.I.P. Fats. I'm 6-0. Don't tell nobody about around and tell. I'm 6-0. Don't tell Cowboy about the Fats because he'll around and tell.
R.I.P. both the Fats, Nipsey Hussle's best friend.
Krusty, that was my celly in Lancaster, man. Me and him was porters, man. Lancaster building 2.
Yeah. You know what we went through, you know?
We got the old footage, man. Be on there, man.
See, I never heard of Fats. I heard of a comrade, a couple of people from All Money In, but obviously I just was a fan of Nip.
Y'all gonna see Fats with big t-shirts, you know? This in change, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We growing. Yeah. Still going, man. It's a marathon, man, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These two right here, man, good brothers. Nip, you know, foundation.
Yeah.
To the outside world, Fats' death is a mystery, but allegedly the hood knows. And this is how the story goes. But before we begin, please...
What the hood know? I want to know.
But on this situation, Big U claimed his innocence.
They say, y'all, you know, it's another new one too? I got into it with Fats. Let me give y'all the information on it. I ain't never got into it with Fats. Fats is my long...
Big U, it's hard as hell to trust your word right now, big bro. It's real hard to trust what you talking about. They got you on everything right now. They trying to smoke your boots right now.
Ever in my life, me and Fats ever got into it with nobody. Never, ever. So, you got to figure that one out anyway.
See?
So, all that them telling y'all stupid for listening to any of that. But y'all been listening and responding to this shit been saying for the last, what, this 6-7 years? Why you gonna stop? No, longer than that. Longer than that.
See, bro, when everybody's saying the same thing, somebody might be right. I've never heard, like, prior to all of this, I did hear the whole, you trying to change the community, but this is sounding bad, bro. You was Debo and Shaquille O'Neal, bro. Like, who Debo, Shaquille O'Neal, bro? Basketball players, this is dangerous, bro.
Was accusing me that I ain't even do. And what's funny, I wasn't even in town.
Oh.
So figure that one out.
Oh, we gonna figure it out, Big U. You can't bully us through the internet. That's that. If you figure it out, you dead look. Well, since the FBI is on your ass, we gonna figure it out.
Let's
and
figure
we
it out.
only getting the story from real 6-0s. Shout out to Lil Rosé. Go subscribe to him right now. But this is how the story goes. When Nipsey Hussle first got out of his contract with Big U wasn't happy. They tried everything in their power to sabotage Nipsey Hussle's career. First, by going to the studio and ripping out all the equipment.
Right.
Then when I decided...
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I first was hearing a lot of this stuff, I wasn't into this part of the world. So for me, it was kind of like I was skeptical. You feel me? Now, my skepticism it could be considered being ignorant, but I didn't dive in. And now that I'm diving in, I'm realizing everything I heard was true. So yeah, we on the same page.
When my son come home from college, he want to do music. Right. So I'm like, okay, when we get the equipment, we're going to put it somewhere where we can all get to it.
So this journey, yes. There's rumors Nipsey and Big U got into a fight. I was overseas when I heard about that.
When I left the music industry, me and Nipsey had a fallout. He had my equipment, and I wanted to use my equipment.
He got mad because I got my equipment back.
Wow.
So then that's when our conflict started. I ended up getting the equipment back and said I'm gonna move it right here at my shop on 43rd and Crenshaw. And then everybody can get there all the time. Nip, you can get to it when you want to. So
But that
he
didn't
got mad.
stop Nipsey, though. He was the hardest working man in the hood.
Yeah.
Recorded enough songs for the next few mixtapes. And some of the recorded songs were hits with the Compton blood named YG. They decided to shoot a music video for one of the songs. First in Compton.
Video shoot. Hey, we got neighborhood Nip in the street.
So I want to know if you from Cali. Like, was this a good look, you think, for him to do this? Or do you think that he kind of set himself up by being involved on this level? Because I would imagine if you playing on one side and you playing on the other side, you can't play both sides. You just can't play both sides of the fence. That's just would be what it is. I mean, that's with me, and I'm not even involved, but I know I can't play both sides of the fence. Like, if I'm standing over here with these guys and these guys right by, they're not going to think, oh, he's not involved. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, for all that bullshit, man, with Nip, my ask me if Nip a real nigga, where he at? See, right here, my nigga. And we 400 block sprucing. Every Nip got, I got. Treetop.
And during the shoot, Nipsey got a call. The back door was ordered on Nipsey Hussle by Big U, but instead of filling the order, Nipsey had so much love, they gave him the heads up. Nipsey's team didn't arrive yet. Called the team, tell him to turn around, head to the Marathon store. Then YG called, where you at? We gotta finish the shoot. This song's a hit, guaranteed. That's when Nipsey told him, you know what? Come down to the hood. Let's shoot it down here instead. They can't backdoor me down here. And YG went on his way.
Video shoot. Just read up the mixtape. Yeah, on the swag. Hey, get my I know what it is. Man, I know what it is.
Well, during the shoot, Big U and company came through, kicking down cameras, trying their best to stop it. After the shoot, while everybody was waiting for Nip to go back to his grandma's house, Big U was at the studio. Everyone else might have been intimidated by Big U, but not Nipsey. He went to the studio and called Big U out, like, what's up, why you hating? Big U started complaining, like, you bringing the red rag to the hood. And I heard you made a diss song about me, Nip. Nipsey told him straight up, yeah, it is about you.
Oh, they got upset, and he made the song. I don't rap. That song never came out. It did come out. It did come out? It did come out. It wasn't never pushed as a song, but
What song was it?
I mean, I don't rap, I scrap. And this is my neighborhood, my You know what I'm saying? This is my land. This is my piece of rock. I fought for the and gave this up, and I'm still here every single day. He ain't like that. He's supposed to make a diss song about me. Well, I ain't no rapper. I'm a scrapper.
Then Big U threw a water bottle at Nipsey Hussle's face. Nipsey wasn't having it. Big homie, let's go outside. You know what time it is. Let's run this lap.
Big U went out there like he was about to mail in the victory. He just knew he had that one. Dead homies. Bro, went out there stretching on that old MMA, mixed martial arts stuff. But that it only work in the mirror.
Damn. So what they saying is they actually got right. They got, I mean, I feel I'm all about two people getting together and having a good scrap. I mean, it's better than dying.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask anybody. Ask the front hoods.
That's crazy.
Man, Nip maxed this dude out.
Word?
Walked him up out of there until Bear Claw say, bro, you don't need to be fighting this young dude.
Wow.
Tony Droz, get out there. Nip gave him what he wanted also.
Yeah, so basically, let's get this straight. So, Nip.
Now, I've been calling him Luce Dummy Man. And the reason I call him Dummy Man is because it's a joke, but in reality, something wrong with him. Pay attention to how he talk. Pay attention to how he talk. Now, I know he be fighting and all that, but pay attention to how he talk. It'll tell you a lot. Like, his brain might not be all there.
Had an altercation with him in the studio or whatever. Big U was like, is this song about me? He was like, yeah, it's about you, cuz. So Big U threw the water bottle at him, right? So he was like, we're gonna have to go downstairs and get down, right? So they in the middle of the street. And Nip kept just bouncing around. You get what I'm saying? Not trying to get hit or whatever, trying to fire him. So he was like, all right, cuz, I'ma have like my little homies come because I don't have to win for this,
Big
right?
U started harassing the Marathon store until the infamous melee.
So, we end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and Nip admit it's wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way, talking about my brother not going nowhere.
Oh.
If I was his brother, I'd have did the same thing. Like, you're not going nowhere with I would have did the same.
But what I don't understand, you know what I don't understand is this. Nobody like a bully, bro. That bully phase is over. Like, and that's the reality of it. Like, that whole bullying and squeezing, on the East Coast, they call it squeezing. That era is done. And most of the time when people is scared, when you put a victim or somebody scary against the wall, you're going to get a bad response from them if you keep biting at them.
And you're not from the hood, so, you can't
You're too old for that.
And
so the next day, TD and them came and he was just doing some bull or whatever like that. So they try to come. Big U tell Nip, get in the car. You gonna go on Bryanhurst and you gonna get in, right? Black Sim like, you ain't taking my brother nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to pull him out the car. When he tried to pull him out the car or whatever like that, Nip looked over and he was like, listen, long as you don't, me, we good. So he was like, nah. So Fats, right? My homie Fats.
You talking about another situation?
I'm talking about the same situation.
Yo, why is Wack 100 always there hyping up Luce Cannon to say weird stuff, bro? I swear to God, always.
This happens when Black Sam busts in the air.
No, he did bust in the air, but Big U tried to fire on Fats.
Fats put him on his pockets.
And then Fats put him on his pockets.
I got a call on that one.
He put him on his pockets, right? So, Fats is like 5'4".
Nip seen the play and teed off on him. Or let's do it like football. Go. Teed off on that man, sidewinding, and broke out into an all-world melee.
That's crazy.
He walking this dude down. Dudes jump in, trying to pack him out. But here come Pops to the rescue with that bat. Whacka, 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 whacka. Ooh, he knocks all across Big U head.
Oh, okay.
But Big U team was having the momentum.
Yeah.
Until Fast rode in hot. Jumped out, slammed Big U
That's
against
when Black
the wall.
Sam came out, pulled out the pistol, bust in the air trying to stop it. Somehow police arrived 30 seconds later.
How many fights I done had in this parking lot, I can't count, man. How many fights Fats had, my brother had, we can't count. How many, incidents with the police right here. Let me show you something. So, if you look where Ant's standing right there, that's where my brother was standing. And if you look where, let me show you, stand about right here. This is where the police was busting from. And police is trained shooters. Police don't miss. And he busting like this in a full clip. And he didn't hit my brother at all.
Somehow Big U went in and went out. I guess the grid program is like a fast pass at Disneyland. Everything expedited.
That's what he feed me. Come to find out, Black Sam was off parole. Black Sam indeed had to bail out.
Okay.
Big U was the one that they let out. No strings attached. He turned into grid worker when all this hit the fan. He's got pulled over down the street.
The next night, they called a meeting. Both the feds called Big U out for the fade. Big U wanted no parts of it. And Big U, he can't live down embarrassment. He got to get you one way or another. What's the plan? Well, both the feds, he was running a weed shop. And Big U was extorting the weed shops. He couldn't extort Fats, though, so he tried every way possible. First, by attacking the weed shops.
Wait, so that's wait.
start tomorrow. Look, Jeremiah.
Find them niggas by tomorrow. That trap right there.
So what happened?
He left the bitch.
Oh.
He's so scary. Things like
you heard what they just said? If you listen clearly, somebody just said Big U. Hold on. Let's bring that back a little bit, just a little tad bit.
He left the bitch. He's so scary. Things like
See?
Damn, bro. Get the vapors too.
No mask.
He got to Fats by offering weed at a super discounted price. After a few deals, Fats got comfortable.
Until this one mysterious day, he get a call. I got some more flight, bro. Come outside. Man, they had security, so both the Fats in there in flip-flops and shorts. Marathon shirt. He comfy. Like chestnuts roasting over an open fire. He come outside in flip-flops, looking both ways, looking for this dude. Like, where he at? He said he right here on the corner of West Boulevard and 59th.
And he not even there.
Dude still on the phone with him. Oh, you gotta walk to the corner. I'm right here on the corner. I parked over here. Dead homies. By the time he made it to that corner, he was ambushed.
Yo, that's crazy.
And that dude was the last one seen rolling off. Allegedly. Asked the trenches though. Man, the whole city was crying.
R.I.P. Fats, man. R.I.P.
Yo.
Nipsey, man. I don't think Nipsey was the same after this.
That's
and I really
crazy.
believe Nipsey only started rocking with Big U again because he was tired of dealing with the BS. Big U had too much power in the hood.
Yeah.
But again, this is all alleged. But what's not alleged is I got proof of Cowboy backdooring Nipsey Hussle after his death. Give me
What?
500 likes and I'll drop.
Look, man, I'm going to just put it like this. If y'all like content like this, man, definitely write more. But the main thing is this. This situation is getting deeper by the second. Because I did see a thing where he said he's a bigger Crip than Nipsey. Or Nipsey will never be bigger than Crip or something. And I thought that was peculiar because I felt like when you think about it, when you in the street, your level is limited until you get a level like, you got a shot or you do something, sports, anything. Once you get in there, you enter a different level, and he entered that level, and a lot of people that's from that street level don't ever enter that level, and I think when you see that, it's intimidating, and that intimidation could lead to these different things, man. So make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the top bell. We got more stuff like this coming up, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.